Feels like I waited so long for this. I wonder if it shows. Head underwater, now I can't breathe. It never felt so good. 'Cause I can feel it coming over me. I wouldn't stop it if I could. Will I take over? Yeah. You know you can't deny. Will I take over? Yeah. 'Cause something's here tonight.
Hello, YouTube. It's Christian once again. And yes, I'm back to assault the Black Gay Church just one more time. I've been saying I wasn't going to do this topic, but everybody else has, so why not? Eddie Long. Come on, Eddie. We have all seen the pictures.
I'm calling you Daddy, Daddy.
We know you did it. We know you did it. But let's just say, just for a moment, let's look at it from Eddie Long's point of view. If he did do it, which I do strongly believe he did, based on those photographs that I saw, that everybody saw. I mean, who exactly were you sending those pictures to? Because if your wife got them, the media would have never got them. And if somebody else got them, yeah, right. So, if in fact Eddie Long did have to coerce someone into sexual activities or whatever they were doing in these hotel rooms and on these trips, who do you really have to coerce? Personally, I don't think that you can coerce anybody into doing anything, because if you're a person who is strong in your sexual character, then you're not going to sleep with a man no matter what he says. Whether he is the pastor or the president of the United States, it doesn't matter. You did what you did because you wanted to do it. And you accepted gifts anyway. And in some light or some respect, doesn't that sort of make you a prostitute? That's just what I'm saying. I think they should charge for little people with prostitution and keep it moving. I mean, I just wonder how this whole thing will end. Let's just be real. Eddie Long has a really, really, really big church, like 25,000 members or something like that. Everybody is not going to stick around after this. I mean, there's a large chance that everybody's not going to leave either, but a lot of people are going to leave. And I'm just wondering how much damage this is really going to do to his ministry. I personally am not a fan of Eddie Long, so I don't really know about his teachings or whatnot. I just know that he has a church that looks like a coliseum. It's a little ridiculous. But I'm wondering if it's going to end in a settlement. Are they actually going to go to court and try to get him? Are they even seeking criminal charges? I don't know. I just know those 4 boys are probably going to get paid off. Eddie Long is never going to admit whether or not he did anything. And if he does, then they'll be selling their church very, very soon. Personal opinion, but I think it's right. Anyway, while we're talking about Eddie Long, we might as well talk about the rest of the closeted preachers. As the last webcast I did was on Todd Hall, who was like standing up in the pulpit, like blasting the gays. I thought it was hilarious. Are you serious? Church, black people are a trip. They love us gays, like, secretly. My mom, she loves for me to be like, oh, what do you think about this outfit or something like that? But she hates the fact that I'm gay. And she hates the makeup and clothes and everything. And I'm like, y'all want the benefits of a gay man, but you don't want a gay man. So you take what you can get from us and then kind of like shove us under the rug somewhere. Or hope that somebody else's son is the gay boy so you don't have to deal with the embarrassment, I guess, of having a gay child or a son, predominantly son, because you gay girls, y'all have it real easy. I'm sorry. Most gay females do not have it quite as hard as the gay boys, because my life's been rough. Maybe I'll tell y'all about that someday. All right, YouTube, I just want you to, and Facebook, I just want you to sit with me for a moment and imagine the church without black gay men. Just imagine for a second. I'll wait. You ready? Okay. Boring, isn't it? Um, Kind of reminds me, my thought anyway, kind of reminds me of a Catholic church. Whole bunch of hymns and darkly lit and awful clothes and just stuff like that. A mess. Because let's be real, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but most of the men in the gospel industry that write all the songs that these choirs are going around singing all over the world, and that these preachers are jumping up and down to, and yes, Lord, and all of that. Most of these men are gay, and it's not, I'm not going to name names. I am not going to name names, but I don't have to name names because you know who I'm talking about. And I'm going to get on the reform gays in just a second because I'll go there in a minute. But like, it's just like gay, it's like parents of gay children. They want the benefits, but they don't want the vessel. So like, there isn't a church in the world, a black church. I'm just focusing on the black church because I really don't know how white people get down. But there isn't a black church in the world without a gay person there somewhere, whether they're out or not. The choir director is like the trademark gay person of the church. I'm sorry, but they are. And then you have the musicians, and then you have the, the person who makes the robes and all of that stuff like that. There is a gay man in the works somewhere. You cannot kick all of us out. That won't happen because you won't have church. You won't have anything to sing. You won't have anything to wear. You won't have anything to dance to because I'm pretty sure that the gay boys taught y'all how to dance too. Those of y'all walking around with those designer shouts that you practice in the mirror, you got a Chanel praise, Dolce & Gabbana praise. I'm gonna leave that alone. I got a Prada praise, but I didn't practice it. It just kind of came. I'm just kidding. But like, I don't know. It's like the black church expects us to live on the fringes of society and then like contribute our little piece as long as we keep it real quiet. If you're not gonna follow the ranks of everybody else and marry a female and pretend to be straight, I'm about to go there in a minute too. Then just keep your head low. Don't wear a pink suit. Try not to wear a pink tie. I mean, the pastor can wear a pink tie. He's clearly not gay, so he can wear a pink tie. But you, because everybody thinks you're gay, you have to wear black all the time. I mean, I guess. I think that if this gets any worse, that the gays should just really start your own church. We should start our own church. We should just leave, have the best music in the business, the best choirs in the business, the best preachers in the business, because let's be real, a lot of these preachers are closeted too. I don't care whether you're married and have 20 kids. I've actually seen a couple pick the boys up off the block, and that ain't me gossiping. That's something I saw with my own two eyes. But church members don't want to talk about that. They don't want to hear that part because their pastor's not gay. You're a fag, but their pastor's not gay. He was just ministering to the gays. Yeah, he was ministering in the alley in the backseat of his BMW. But I'm going to leave that alone too. Damn it, YouTube. I am so sick of hearing about ex-gays. Now, for my gay boys, I want you to comment underneath this if you have ever met anybody who used to be gay. That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as an ex-gay. And if anybody writes on my comment box, Donnie McClurkin, I'm going to freak out because Donnie McClurkin is mother queen of all the girls in the gospel industry. I'm sorry. And if you can't see it, then you're depraved. That's just being real. Now, I'm going to try to keep it cute. But in my personal opinion, there is no such thing. There is no way possible. And I'm not taking anything away from the power of God or anything, but as I've covered in all of my videos, I think you are who you are. And I was born this way, so if I wasn't born this way, then I'm a sinner. But I know I was. And you can't tell me I wasn't because you don't know me from Adam Housecat. But if I was born gay, which I was, and being gay is wrong, then that makes God a failure. He made a mistake. and my God doesn't make mistakes. So that's all the holiness that I'm going to inject into this right now, because I'm just going to vent for a second. Those of you who know me know that I was once very deeply involved and very much in love with this one particular person. I would love to name names, but I'm not going to do that. So, long story short, he finds himself involved with some country philosophy of a church and decides that he's supposed to be straight. So, he dumps me and breaks my little heart and goes and marries this girl. Now, I'm not going to give too many details because some people would know who I'm talking about. But he goes and marries this girl. It doesn't work out. He comes back. We talk for maybe 3 weeks. And it's the same issue with, well, I love you, but I can't be gay. Okay, whatever. So now he marries this other chick. And I'm just like, do you think about me? Because, I mean, I've talked to him since then, and it's like, well, you know, I still care about you, but you know I can't do that anymore. And, well, you know my situation. No, your situation is that you are afraid to be who you want to be because you're afraid that you're going to be outcasted by your church friends. I could care less about what church people think about me. The church I go to, the pastor stood, and I won't name names, but the pastor stood up and said that the ministers are to let any boy that wears makeup know that he is not to wear makeup to church anymore at the risk of being personally counseled by the pastor. Well, while I believe my pastor to be a heavily anointed man of God that may be slightly misdirected, he is not Jesus Christ. And if he comes at me to say something, I am not going to turn to dust on sight. I am not afraid of him. So anytime that I show up to that church, I'm going to be painted just like I am right now, because I am who I am. God made me this way. And if you don't like it, you can go to hell like you say I am. Anyway, I said that was the last piece of holy I was going to inject, but I got one more question. If you're supposed to be an ex-gay and you're married and you have children and all of this extra, and you still think about the boy that you once dated, or you still have feelings toward men, are you still a sinner? And this question is for the religious fanatics that will watch this video and tell me and write on my wall that I'm going to hell because I'm a sodomizer and I've been turned over to a reprobate mind, all of that. Whatever. I don't need you to counsel me on my beliefs. But I do want you to answer this question. If a man is not gay anymore and is married with children and still thinks about men, is he still going to hell in your world? Because I personally think that most men who are supposed to be ex-gay are simply repressing their actions so that they're not acting on them anymore. But just because you don't act on them doesn't mean that you're straight. You could be a celibate gay person just like you could be a celibate straight person. I mean, a nun isn't a lesbian because she isn't having sex. So a man isn't straight because he's not sleeping with men anymore. That's my question of the night. I do look forward to your responses. This video was just thrown together. I'm like slightly rambling. Let me know what you think about my new intro. I just worked on that tonight or whatever. But I'll be getting back to you more with new videos, and because I had said I was going to before, but school, I go to the Illinois Institute of Art now, but school has been kind of whipping my ass for a while, so I've been a little busy. But I do plan to get back to you guys. Thank you for watching. I've enjoyed entertaining you for the past 10 minutes or so. I'll see you guys later. Leave me a comment, subscribe. Facebook, Christian James Lhuillier Laurent. I'll put the spelling in the bottom for those of you who can't spell Lhuillier. I'll see you guys later. Take care.